Okay, gang. Um, I'm going to cover one thing, and it's on my screen. I got this. In fact, I got this twice in the last week, and I covered this at our Dayton hotspot. And it's handling the objection. I took care of that already. Like, how many of y'all have dialed leads? Oh, we already took care of that. You know, however they say it. Oh, we already took care of that. And so what I taught at our hotspot is you got to use something. You got to use a way to handle it. Like, you have to use a standardized way that you have to answer back every time. Because if you just hesitate and don't know what you're going to say, you'll say nothing, and then you'll hang up, they'll hang up, and you got nothing. And I have heard people tell me that this is the hardest objection that they run into, particularly on older leads, and maybe not even that old, maybe even an A1. Oh, we took care of that already. So you get zero. You turn around zero objections if you never do something. So you got to do something, and you got to believe that if you do something every time, something's going to happen. Something good's going to happen. And because it's one of the toughest ones to turn around, look, if you get 1 out of 10, that's more than you had before, right? And you know, I have people tell, oh man, I get that all the time. I go, you know, like every old lead, they say that. It's like, okay, well, if you turn out 1 out of 10 people you talk to, you think that's going to make you money? So you got to use a method, okay? And I've done 2 particular ways, and then I just added one because of what Carol said. That it was like, oh, this is cool. But the way I've always handled it, when they said I took care of that already, this is what I learned way back, man, in 2001 from Andy Albright. So actually, it might have been the beginning, like 2000. So when they say, oh, I took care of that already. Oh, well, that's why I'm calling. So the answer to everything, I call it a transition statement, is a, you know, Sandor calls it a softening statement. So the softening statement is, oh, we took care of that. Oh, well, that's why I'm calling. You know, other objections, answer to every objection, the first thing you say, well, that's why I'm calling. Did you get it, the new kind or the old kind? So this is the new kind versus old kind technique. Okay, so these are like 3 techniques. Okay, so the first technique is, oh, did you get the new kind or the old kind? And you just hesitate. Like, see, because the whole idea of answering objections, you got to keep them on the phone. The more you can keep them talking to you, the better chance you have. Your chances increase exponentially every minute that they're on the phone with you. So did you get the new kind or the old kind? I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, the new kind will get you your money back at the end of the term period. So are you getting all your money back if you don't die? They hesitate, right? No, I don't think so. Oh. So I guess that agent you sat down with, they're probably one of those old-timey agents that don't have the latest products. Well, Joe, it looks like we need to sit down because the new kind will get all your money back. How would you like to get all your money back that you paid into your policy at the end of the term? And I just shut up. And what are you going to say? No? Well, yeah. Okay, well, we need to sit down. I'm going to be in your area Thursday and Friday. I can stop by. It'll take about 15 minutes. I can stop by between 7 and 8 p.m. on Thursday or between 6 and 7 p.m. on Friday. Which is better for you? All right? So you always, every time, you got to use something. So use that one. That's why I'm calling. Oh, well, that's why I'm calling. Did you get the new kind or the old kind? I don't know. Well, it sounds to me like you got the old kind because the new kind gets all your money back at the end of the term. Wouldn't you want to get all your money back if you don't die at the end of 30 years or 20 years? Well, yeah. Okay, well, it looks like we need to get together. It'll only take 15 minutes. I can be out there Thursday between 7 and 8 or Friday between 6 and 7. Do you see? I mean, it just rolls off my tongue because I've done it a million times, right? Okay. So that's the first technique, the new kind versus the old kind. The second, by the way, I'm not going to put this video out for everyone. This is just for you guys, okay? You know how I like upload all my videos on YouTube. I have a private stash that's only for you, okay? Not for anyone else in NAA. So this is exclusive, all right? This is exclusive teaching. So you guys have a competitive advantage. The second technique I cover is I ask them, and this is particularly the mortgage protection lead. So I'll ask, did you get the, well, we already took care of that already. Oh, okay. Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm just checking. Did you get the kind where you didn't have to take a blood and urine test? Like you didn't have to go through an exam? And they say, well, no, I didn't. Do you like paying a lot more money per month for that program? And so what you did was you put a crack of doubt. You opened the door of doubt in their decision. See, because people, when they make decisions, they like to put that decision in the closet and close the door, and they're done making the decision about their insurance. Your job to turn around objections is to crack that door open with a little bit of doubt, right? And the little bit of doubt is, are they paying too much for their program? Now, I know we sell simplified issue, but if they already got a simplified issue product, baby, you sell against it, right? So you put a little seed of doubt in them. So when they say, oh, I took care of that already. Oh, well, that's why I'm calling. Did you get the kind where you did not have to take an exam, a blood and urine exam for your policy? And they'll typically say, well, yeah. Oh, here's another way I say, I go, oh. Okay, so that's important. You got to do, oh, really? Oh, okay, you have to do that. Oh, man. And here's another one that I'll throw in there. Oh, man, I heard there's a bunch of agents lately in your area that's been selling that stuff. Do you like paying more for your policy than you have to? Do you see how you just totally opened up the gap of doubt? Okay, so let me go through that again. Did you get the kind that you did not have to take an exam, a blood and urine exam? No, we didn't. Oh, man. Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of agents up in your area that have been selling that stuff. Do you like paying way more for your policy than you have to? You know, you just threw a bomb in their decision. You just opened the door, stuck a grenade in it, shut the door, and let it explode. And then you put enough down saying, oh, man, well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, looks like we need to get together. It'll only take 15 minutes. I'll be in your area Thursday and Friday. I got time between 7 and 8 o'clock on Thursday, or between 6 and 7 p.m. on Friday. Which is better for you? Does that make sense, gang? And then if it's a final expense, because of what Carol said, there's a final expense policy. They say, oh, we took care of that already. Oh, okay. Well, do you get the kind where it was where you have to wait 2 years for the full benefit to kick in or not? And, you know, if they say, well, yeah, I have to wait 2 years, well then, oh, really? Well, how would you like not have to wait for 2 years? Well, that'd be better. Okay, looks like we need to sit down. Okay, so that's kind of one I just added because of what Carol said on the no waiting period for Great Western. All right, gang, but you got to use something. If you never use anything, you're not going to turn anything around. So the biggest thing in this business, in answering objections, is to throw doubt all over the dadgum place. Does that make sense? So I'm going to unmute and see if anyone has any questions on those approaches. All right, does anyone have any questions on that?
Yeah, Alex, I had that one the other day. This is Joseph Bradley. And in this case, he said, already took care of it, and before I could even take in a breath, they hung up. Do you like to just call them right back, or just let them go? What do you do?
Oh, I say, oh, man, we got cut off. Somehow we got caught off. Listen, it sounds like you took care of it, but that's why I'm calling. You know, I'm not a telemarketer. That's why I'm calling to get the new kind versus the old kind. you know, or you try to throw, you know, and then if they hang up again, that's cool. No big deal, just move on. So, like I said, you're not going to turn 100% around, but if you do 1 out of 10, you know, that's an appointment. And typically you'll find something you can do for them. But at least I'm arming you with a comeback, because I'm surprised how many people don't have any comeback for that. Like, they don't even make something up, right? There's like, they don't turn that one around. I'm going, if you don't try, you'll never turn it around. So I'm giving you some tools to be able to turn it around. And if you, like I said, 1 out of 10, that's one you didn't have before, right? And you might even get good and start turning 2 or 3 out of 10 back. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I like that last one for the 2-year waiting period, because we've got really good array of products that will most likely, you'll find something like Transamerica or something that will, or the Great Western Immediate, that you'll find something that will cover them right away. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, so that's just one. And like I said, I just kind of came up with that based on what Carol said, because I really didn't know that, you know, we had that opportunity to, you know, get them covered. Also, if sometimes the graded benefit, like Transamerica will cover them at a level benefit, at a full benefit, if it's like Parkinson's or COPD. So you can even pivot from another policy to Transamerica in the same manner, all right, and then get trip points. But anyway, all right, man. Well, I hope that helped you all out, and man, use it. All right, cool.